Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the official LOTRO Twitch stream. I'm Little Redhead and today I'm going to be taking you around the Anniversary Festival that is going on here in Lord of the Rings Online. So I've got a few things I want to show you today. We're going to, let me pull my agenda back up here. We're going to show you how to do the gifts chain with a hunter, how it goes really, really fast. It's probably one of the fastest ways you can get your 7 quests out of the way in this Anniversary Festival. And then we're going to do the beer brawl. And then we're going to take a look at some of those anniversary scavenger hunt cards and try and see if we can't complete at least one, maybe a few. All right, so first thing we've got going here is I've logged on, and every week, I believe, we get the anniversary quest comes up for us. So I have to take auto-bestowed quests automatically to go ahead and accept them. So it's asking me to go ahead and finish that. So it's going to give me some legendary item experience. I'm going to get an anniversary token. I'm going to get another anniversary gift box, which has those 4 different types of fireworks in it. And I'm going to get a map to Bree, which is kind of, funny because being a hunter, I don't need a map to Bree, but sure, we'll do that. We will take your map. Okay, so start the clock. It is 1 minute past the hour. And we are going to go over here to Waldo and say hello. We're going to pick up the daily wrapper, which in this case is to do 7 festival activities. Okay, so we'll go ahead and accept that. And every week on Thursday, this chain resets of events, of things that you can do in this anniversary event. And so the first thing is it's this chain of gifts where one person has something they want to give to somebody else, and you take that gift to them, and they have a gift they want to give to somebody else, and you end up just like boom, 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 jumping around. So I'm going to show you how to do this with a hunter because it makes it super easy. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to bop down here to Hobbiton because we were at the party tree, and now we're down here. So Dudo Chubb, he has a dwarf shield. He says, I have this large shield here, much too big for a hobbit, but I've heard of a dwarf in the Blue Mountains named Ormer, who's especially fond of shields like this one. He could put it to much better use than any bounder here. Would you be so kind as to take this to him in Freyren's court? We accept that. And now we are going to hunter travel off to Thorin's Hall. Boom. Okay. So hello everybody in chat. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Happy Thursday, friends of Middle Earth. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely glad to be in Middle Earth today. It's a little rainy here in the Netherlands. Okay, so I've arrived at Thorin's Gate at the front door. It's behind me there. We're going to run away from it and head down the stairs back out towards the main courtyard. So I'm just going to keep zooming through this because I want to see how fast we can get through this, even though we are reading the quests. So let's see how fast can we do this, because this would probably be the fastest way you could possibly get all 7 of your quests in the Anniversary Festival. Okay, so we have found the dwarf that we're looking for. He says, at your service and your families. He says, my, that is a fine shield, a strong shield indeed. I shall pass this on to my son. He could put this to good use in protecting our land. Cheers to you and yours. So we turn that into him. But hang on, he's got something for us. He says, do you believe in items that are lucky? Many travelers and adventurers do. Certain kinds of items in particular are said to grant luck to their owners. I don't believe in such things, but many do, including Runulf, the Thorin's Hall innkeeper. I have the perfect festival gift for Runulf, a decorative goat's horn. I would like you to take it to him. Some dwarves believe that a goat's horn will bring good fortune to whomever possesses it. So we're going to accept that. Now, instead of running back up, we're going to teleport back up again. So rainy in Massachusetts as well. It's been really mild here this week, very sunny and temperate. But yeah, it's definitely rainy today. So it's so funny because we have, different parts that we can hear rain going, on the roof on the metal bits. Okay, so we just came in here. We're going to make a U-turn and go right in here to what's called the festival arena. When we arrive, we're looking at where the beer brawl takes place. We're not going there. We're going to take a U-turn, and it looks like we're just going right back out where we came in, but we're not. It is an illusion. Now we are in the Ale Inn here. So here's our tavern keep, and we have for him our lucky goat's horn. And he says, what, a gift for me? Well, I'm feeling lucky already. So we drop that off, and he has for us a pint of ale. He says, a festival is always a great time for a drink. Oh, that reminds me, I have a request of you. I brewed up a special batch of my annual festival ale recently, but I'm down to only a few pints left. Would you take this pint of ale to my friend Roger Hazeltwig in Bree? He usually stops by for a taste, but he hasn't been able to visit in quite some time. Give him my regards and a Merry Festival to you both. So we go ahead and accept that. So now we're going to pop over to Bree. So again, we don't even need to go anywhere. We're just going to swift travel with our hunter travel over to Bree. Hello. Question is this game free? Yes, it is. So there are many people who play it. They are known as free to play, or F2P, free to play. And you can absolutely play this game for free. There are people who have gone all the way up to level cap, which is currently 130, playing for free. Now, I personally have subscribed. I am a VIP, which is the subscriber level. There's basically 3 levels in a way. There's free to play, where you've never bought anything from the game anywhere. There's premium, where you have spent some real world money at some point to purchase something or turn VIP or whatever. And then there's VIP, which is what I am, which means I'm currently a subscriber. And for me, it is worth every penny. But we are lucky to be in the situation where we can do that. So. All right, so here we are bringing this pint of ale to this fellow who's here in the courtyard with the boar statue over by the Three Pharaohs Crafting Hall. So he says, greetings. Oh, I see what you have there with a color and aroma like that. This can only have come from my friend Runolf. You have my deepest thanks for bringing this to me. So we give that to him. He does a little emote there. Wow, what a tasty brew. He makes the best stuff. All right, now we pick up the quest, which is, you wouldn't happen to be on your way to Combe, would you? You see, my friend Gail lives there now, and she recently lost her many belongings in the tragedy that befell Archet. I wanted to give her this bracelet as a gift in the hope that it would raise her spirits in these troubling times. Would you be so kind as to take this to her? So we will accept that. Now, funny thing is, I discovered earlier today that Combe has swift travel, just not from Bree. So we're going to do a quick little experiment. Thorn's Gate, that's far away. Kellendim, that's far away. Mickledelving. Mickledelving it is. All right. So Mickledelving, we're going to hunter travel our way to Mickledelving. Yes, so the game is free. We talked about that. Excellent, excellent. Yes, there are numerous benefits if you have the thing, which I will show one of them here in a moment. Thorin's Tavern is wonderful for RP. I believe it. I bet role-playing is fabulous in there. I don't have a dwarf that I'm currently role-playing. I have an elf and 2 hobbits that I'm role-playing over on the Laurelin server, the role-playing server. Okay, so we are going to swift travel to Combe. Because usually I just ride out of Bree, out of that gate that's nearby where Roger was there. But, man, this might be quicker. All right. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Already fading out. This is fabulous. Oh, much, much better. So good, because we're going to Gale right there. I think I got here faster than that other person. I'm not sure, but I think I might have, because I saw somebody else coming this way at the same time. All right, so we go talk to Gale. And she says, what's this? You have something for me? How beautiful. So we give that to her. So everybody has been so helpful since I arrived from Archet. So she says, a merry festival to you. They say that the festival is a time for cheer and for doing good deeds towards others. Would you be willing to assist me in this endeavor? Over by the inn, outside the training hall, you'll find Constable Underhill, which you might have met him in the prologue. He was kind to me when I first moved to Combe, and as repayment, I have baked him some delicious pastries. Would you take them to him? Of course we will. And he's a hobbit, so you know he's going to love these pastries. And people bring him pastries all day long, and you know he is just like in heaven. Oh, something smells delicious. Working always makes me so hungry. So, and all of these are giving us 1 anniversary token for the completion. All right, that hits the spot. Thank you for this wonderful meal. So now he tells us how he misses his friends over in the Shire because he's in Breeland. And he recently purchased this wooden carving, which reminds him of his friend Esmeralda Burrows in Mickledelving. She always loved wooden carvings like this one. Maybe we could bring it to her. I'm sure it would bring a smile to her face. And we're going to find her in the Bird and Baby Inn, which is in Michelelving. We were just there. So we're going to go back. All right, so we have done 5 festival activities already, and we are 9 minutes in to starting this. And we're stopping to read everything. So you can see how this is really quick, a quick way to get your daily wrapper in, especially if you're a hunter. Now, if you're not a hunter, you can, if you've got your milestones or you've got travel to Thorin's Hall, which you can earn through reputation with the dwarves up there. So there's lots of options of ways you can do this. All right, so here's Esmeralda next to the basket of apples that we brought her if you've done the bingo quest. Constable Underhill sent you. Is that a carving for me? What a lovely gift. I'm so happy I could dance. Sometimes she does. All right, she said, it's good that you're here. I have a small errand that needs doing. Do you know my friend Dudo Chubb? He works in Bywater, doing odd jobs in carpentry. So he's the one that we picked up this quest from originally. Now, if you're a hunter, you can set your return to camp skill to the hill where all of this is happening, by the party tree. So I just head back. So yes, a lot of times I love playing a hunter. And so I will try and, team up with my sweetie and we just zip around everywhere together. It's excellent. Okay, so we're up at the hill. We got to go back down to Dudo Chubb where we started this whole chain. Let me zoom out a little bit. So we're just going to zoom right back down here. And we will be there very, very quickly. And again, after we pick this up and after we turn this in, we're just going to teleport right back. Sorry, we know the secret ways, these hidden paths. Okay, so quite a day, isn't it? What can I help you with? Oh, Esmeralda sent you? Oh my, what a fine hammer that is. My work will be much easier with having to use this old rusty piece of junk. Boom. So, what a surprise this is. A craftsman is only as good as his tools, they say. All right, so we've just done all 7 because it is a total of 7 to complete that entire gifts chain. Now, like I said, it only resets once a week, so you've only got the ability to make it through that in that kind of a quick fashion once a week. But if you're in a hurry, or if you're only popping in with a character once a week, you can just do that chain anytime between Thursday to Thursday. All right, so there we go. We have finished. We turned it in. Boom. What was that? Oh, it just turned over to 13 past the hour. So that took us 12 minutes to do our wrapper of the day. Boom. Yeah, it's too bad they only want to exchange gifts once a week. I know, I wish it was more often. So, alrighty. So now we're going to pop up to Thorin's Hall. So I see that we have at least one new person hanging about. Oh, you think it might be twice a week? I'm also curious about that. Okay, well, I'll check on Monday, because you think it might be Monday and Thursday. Because I thought I had completed the chain on somebody, and then I came back and it was there again, and I was surprised. So maybe you're right. So maybe you can do it twice a week. Oh, that'd be delightful. I have so many characters that I'm doing the festival on that I kind of lose track of things. I've actually started on my spreadsheet marking what day they last did the wrapper, because I can't keep track. Okay, so you might recognize we were just up here at Thorin's, and that's where we went in for the ale. Either of these doors on the sides will take you back out to the courtyard where we came in, but we are here to hang out with our friend Ethel. Hello. Hello. So in this area, we are doing very serious business, as you can see if you look underneath my my name there. You can see the effects that are on me. So no emotes, and my hunter extra bonus on speed, none of that. Although apparently you could still do still as death if you're if you're a hobbit. Oh, right. So let's switch over to my fun bar. Previously that was my hunting bar. This is my fun bar. All right, let's get out an animal. So there we go. There's my little anniversary celebration pig. What did you say? I'd wave, but I'm feeling very serious. Exactly. Minstrels are the bestrels. No, hunters. Hunters are the besters. Oh, so I was going to show you while we're waiting. that one of the cool things you get if you are VIP is, okay, so every day everybody gets a free Hobbit gift, which is the silver gift over here. And it'll be something in these kind of a category. So like, for example, I would open this up and it's gonna give me a pot of basic virtue XP. So like that pot right there. And then it also, they gave me, this is from Wido Boffin, gave me a massive pile of silver scraps worth 2 gold. That's not bad, especially really good when you're first starting. Now, if you are playing free to play, your cap on money is 2 gold. So that would be like your entire wallet size, just FYI. If you purchase anything and become premium, then your cap goes up to, I think, 5 gold. So that gives you a little bit more room to work with. Now, if you're VIP though, once a week on Thursdays, this is why Thursdays are in my head, you also get this gold present. And so I'm gonna open that up. Let's see what we got. So this is from Marigold 2 Spade. She gave me another potion pot for 50 virtue experience and a decorated heritage rune of legend, which is good for legendary items. It's legendary item experience. Okay, time to go. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and talk to Gizly Strong Club. And I wanted to come and do this because sometimes people aren't sure how to do the beer brawl. And so I wanted to go ahead and show you. So the basic quest, I'll just have them tell us about it. So in this version of the event, requires you to impress all of us with your amazing strength. So you just knock players around in the basic quest. You select a nearby player and use the item that they're going to give you, which is a club. Getting knocked out of the arena will not fail the quest, and you don't need to collect the glorious beer. So just hit people. Have fun with that. So now if you go up to the intermediate version, you'll get the club in your inventory. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to do that. I wanted him to tell us about it. There we go. So in the intermediate version, you're going to get a club and you knock people about, but you need to make sure you don't get knocked out of the arena. You don't need to collect the glorious beer though. So that's fine. But we're going to go for the expert level. So I'm going to go ahead and take the expert one. And we've got this club now, the Dwarf Club of Unimaginable Power. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. And it says, on use, it says, fly, you fools. Great. So you should now slot the club as a skill. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to unlock my bar. And I'm going to slot it right down here into my number 7 spot. All right. And then we'll lock the bar so I don't mess up. So what's going to happen is in a few minutes, this event's going to start. We've got our little announcer over here, and he's going to tell us, 1 minute, and then, are you ready? Then you can hit people. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to target Athel over here. And you can see I've got her targeted. And then when it comes up, I'll be able to use this club and bop her. Now, you're looking at me, I'm looking at you. She's going to hit me probably also because, that's what happens in here. So we're probably both going to go flying up into the air and out. However, notice that we're kind of standing near the middle. Let me zoom out a bit. This whole area in here is the arena. But if you get knocked out like over here or back here, over here, too far back here, then and back over there, of course, too. Any of those areas, you are out of the arena, and so any progress you have made during this round is lost. You have to just wait till the next round and start all over. So that's kind of a bummer. So I try to hover near the middle because somehow I tend to get hit twice, and then when I'm especially near the edges, and then I get knocked out, and it makes me sad. All right, the announcer has said, is everyone ready? Get set. Let me move a little forward. And go. So I hit her. Boom. So now you see I have 1 out of 8. It tells me there, 1 out of 8. Now we can both do it at the same time. She'll probably come back and do that here in a moment. Oh, you can hit me. There we go. All right. So you notice how we both hit each other, but it's okay. Neither of us got knocked out. So now because I have this on my bar, I can actually just hit number 7 and we'll do it. I also try to kind of line myself up. You'll notice there's a big pillar there, and there's also a big pillar behind me over here. So I try to line myself up a little bit so that if I did get knocked really far back, I wouldn't hit, I'd hit the pillar. So just in case. Okay, so now she's gonna go grab the beer. So that's the glorious beer. And it will spawn in one of 4 places. So right there, that table over there, or the same thing over here, this table here, or this table here. Yum. I can't imagine that dwarf beer tastes all that great. Oh, here it is for me. So now I'll go ahead and grab it also. Now this is really like a vulnerable spot though, because a lot of times some people will come and get you as you're trying to get the beer and they'll knock you out and it's really annoying. So I only try to do that when I'm around like people that I trust or I'm careful. All right, so you notice I have done 8. I've got the beer. So it tells me I can go and talk to him. I've got 2 and some minutes to go do it. So what most people do when they're done is they kind of go where the other people are and they jump up and down to indicate, yep, I'm done. You can hit me if you want. And Ethel over there is jumping up and down, so that will also interpret that to mean that she is also done. So you go, you turn it in. And this one is worth 3 anniversary tokens. So I think this is the one that's worth the most, is the beer brawl. So we'll wait. We'll do it again in a minute. That way everybody can kind of see how this works. Just so in case you're still like, I didn't quite catch that the first time, let's see that again, we'll do that. Now a lot of times while I'm waiting is I will go over to, also right in here is the games master. That's the vendor, that's the person, there's 2 types of people you buy stuff in this festival with, and this is one of them. So he's here, and there's also another version in Bree that you can talk to. Same list of everything. So I check to make sure I've got the steeds. So I've got the Steed of Remembrance. And if you wanted to see what the horses look like, you can see them in Bree near the Boar Fountain. There's kind of like a little tent that's been set up. That's where, that's where you'll find him. And that's where also you'll be able to see the steeds that are available. So the Steed of Remembrance, I have that one. The Steed of Regal Revelry, I got that one. And then last year they had the Seaward Steed, and I got that one. Okay, so I'm all caught up on steeds. Excellent. I have my spreadsheet of all the things that I want to get, so, but we're just gonna do it on the fly. So new, or like the current anniversary, the new stuff. So it's our Steed of Remembrance. The Tome of the Cozy Gray Cat. It's like a little fluffy gray cat. Looks great. Now this is neat. So these are the finely wrought carrying torches, and the finely wrought ones, and then there's also, did you get the cat? There's also the basic, oh, you've got a torch out. All right, let's take a look. Let's look at her. There we go. So this is the, if you see my torch, it's pretty hot. So this is the finely wrought carrying torch, and you notice it's got like, a nice little border around it, like, the caps around it and stuff. Very pretty. So that's new this year, and you can get 5 of those for 5 festival tokens. And they're a consumable item, but it lasts like 24 hours. It lasts basically until you drop it or you log out. There's some things you can't do while you're holding it. Anything that requires an induction, you can't do. So you would have to drop it. And if you go swimming, like in Avendim, you will drop it once you get into the water. So it's kind of funny. You could try to like keep hopping across the water, but eventually it'll catch you and you'll lose your torch. But anyway, so once you do this though 50 times, then, 150 times. 150 times, then you have the permanent skill and you can do it anytime you want. So that's kind of cool that you can earn this permanent skill. So there's this version, and this is for festival tokens. And then during the festival, oops, must have hit a tooltip. During the festival, while you're out in the world, if you are hitting things, you can get steel tokens. It's kind of a random drop. And that just goes into your wallet. And you can turn in the steel tokens for the basic carrying torch. And that is available from a different vendor in that same area in Bree. So that's the other vendor. Steel tokens, not steel tokens, yes. Steel is in like gold, metal kinds of things. All right, so in the chat, feel free to, ask me if there's anything that you would like to see here, or if you have a question about something we're doing. That's kind of why I'm here. So, and one of the things like I try to mention is that like there's a lot of different things you can do in Lord of the Rings Online. Like you can go into dungeons and, you know, instances and go fighting after things. You can go on like these top tier end of the server raids at level 130. You can go questing along the epic storyline, which takes you right alongside like the story of the Lord of the Rings. So you're right alongside the Fellowship, kind of like tidying up campfires when they've had to rush out and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different things you can do in the game, but there's also a lot of really fun kind of light-hearted social style things, and that is really what I enjoy. I have a good time with that. So that's what I like to focus on. So every Thursday I'm here and we're just going over the silly fun social stuff that you can do in Lord of the Rings Online. So yeah, so hopefully she will pick up the quest in time. I think she's got plenty of time. It hasn't even gotten to 1 minute. And come in here. So this is the one thing I think in the entire game, in terms of like festival activities or other activities, that you cannot do by yourself. There's no way to do this by yourself. You can do Hobnanigans by yourself, but you can't do this one by yourself. You were changing outfits. Oh, is this the new? Wait, what is that? What are you wearing? That is interesting. Let's take a look. Okay, so one thing you can do is if you want to know what somebody looks like, you can click on them in person, or if they're like in chat, you can like right click on their name and go to inspect. If they're not anonymous, you can take a look at their outfit. So like this is her outfit that she's wearing, that's like her actual armor outfit. But Lord of the Rings Online, you can do this cool thing where you can put on cosmetic outfits. And so it makes you look different to the people that are looking at you. So she's now wearing the robe of the 7 stars. Is that what you put on? Interesting. Well, it's very pretty. LOTRO becomes part of life after a while. Yeah, I you know, it's interesting because, yeah, I'm very active in some of the social aspects of it. Not all of it. Like I haven't started a band, which, you know, that's hardcore, man. That's a lot of work, and people get into it so good. I love going to the concerts, though. Yeah, I've gotten very involved in my kinship over on Lorelyn with my Hobbit. 2 of my Hobbits now, actually, they're sisters. And yeah, like we have, you know, regular events, and I, like there's times when, like for example, we have something coming up this Saturday, and I have some other, in my real life, I guess, friends, it seems weird to say it like that, that I'm getting together with online to play board games with. We get together once a month. And I'm kind of like, well, I may have to leave my board game friends in the middle for a little while to go hang out with my pretend Hobbit friends. Yes, okay, it is time for the thing. It has begun. Kabam! Whoa, there we go. Zoom, zoom. So yeah, it's kind of funny. So I'm, you know, I kind of call this like the time of being indoors a lot, and eventually I will be not indoors as much, and you know, probably travel to see people, and maybe not be online as much. And I don't know what that's going to be like. I haven't figured that out. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, we have somebody else who's shown up. So we want to make sure that she gets involved too. Because if she, oh, looks like she may not have picked up the quest in time. Okay, that is most likely. Okay, bye. Oops. All right, I'm going to keep hitting you while you do that. We are expecting a package. And we were hoping it would not come in the middle of streaming, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, so I'm just going to keep hitting her and hope that I don't knock her out. So if I'm careful, I can still just keep knocking her up against this pillar and not knock her out. I'm going to go grab that beer. And I'll do one more. So I'm also, I'm on a number of servers. Here, you know what we're going to do? So just to make life easier for her, I'm going to follow her around for a minute. And then Look across the room. Do, 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 do. Where's your club? So the funny thing is, if we're like that, notice she'll hit me, and then I just go running right back to her. So sometimes I'll do that just if like one of us is already done. It's so much easier just to put yourself on follow. All right, so I've got all of mine. She's got all of hers. So now we're gonna I'm gonna go and turn mine in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Now, if she wasn't done, or if there were other people in there that weren't done yet, I could run back in and be a target for them. So like that other person that was here, if they had walked in and saw that I was by myself, they could have been a target for me, which is really nice to do for somebody. Because like I said, this is the one thing you can't do by yourself. So it's really a bummer when you come on and there's nobody here. It's like, oh, I wish I had someone to do this with. So yeah. Now, Lord of the Rings Online does allow for dual boxing for things like, it's great for role playing, like if you wanted to have a couple people, or for example, we have a couple of extra hobbits and that are our cousins that we have for making bands, because there's some music that just sounds so much better. I know I said I didn't make a band, but they're not a band. They just get together and play music. And so there's some things that sound much better like as a 4-piece than they do as just like 1 or 2. So sometimes we'll do that. So like I'll be managing myself and one of the cousins, and then Athel will be managing themselves and one of the cousins. And there's this cool thing. I don't have it up on this one right now, but where you can synchronize your music and all sorts of stuff. So, okay. So I wanted to show you guys all of that. And I wanted to show you, the beer brawl and how easy it is to go through some of that stuff. So now I think I want to switch over, and we're going to try and do some of the anniversary cards. And I've already done, so I'll show you real quick. I've already done some of the high level ones. I'm into year 11 on Eriador, and I'm on to year 1 with all of the world. And that's really hard. So, oh, Penny Eyes, we're leaving. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna let her know. We're heading out. And you can't wave goodbye and be like, bye. But yeah, unfortunately it doesn't let me do that. Okay, so where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. I think I'm gonna drop her. Oh, I was gonna change her outfit. Hang on. You know what? I'll go back in there. She can hit me. I gotta change my outfit because I'm just not digging this outfit. Oh, I did want to tell you though something. Okay. Okay. Do you need a target? I'll stick around and be a target for her while I play with my outfit. So, okay, so this week in the Netherlands, where we live, it was Koningsdag, which is the king's birthday. And usually, like nationwide, it's celebrated. And you wear orange because he's from the House of Orange. And so I, last year, in honor of Koningsdag, I put together this nice little orange outfit. But I'm feeling like it's time to play with our outfit a little bit. So I wanted to grab, let's see, in the wardrobe, we're gonna open the wardrobe. And then we have not opened, so this is, I got the 4-year gift box this year, which has a fine dress, a matching tunic, and trouser set. So we're gonna go ahead and open that. So it gives me these 3 items right here. So we're gonna put the azure party dress in the wardrobe, as well as the azure tunic and trousers, and the matching cloak. Okay, so you are, oops, helps if I spell. There we go. So now I wanted to look at how does this look. So I'm gonna hit Control, click. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, hang on a second. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the quest, so that way at least I can do that while we're helping this person out. All right, so we're gonna go in here, and then I'm gonna play with my outfit while we're waiting. Okay, so back to the wardrobe. So this is another VIP perk, is that I've got all of this stuff traveling with me. This little button, which allows me to go to the shop, my vault, my shared storage, my wardrobe. I can open the auction house. I can go to the legendary item forging thing, that's just like a higher level thing. And same thing with relic combination. That's all about legendary items. So you don't have to worry about that for now. But all of these other things that are throughout everybody in the game, I have access to those on the go, and it's so nice. I love it. All right, so, oh, right. No, I want the dress. I like the dress. But I was wondering, what does it look like in orange? So let's see. Wow, that is bright. I mean, kind of gets the point across, right? All right, let's do it. I went ahead and plopped into my shared storage in anticipation of this, some dyes. So I'm gonna grab the orange dye out of my shared storage. So now it's sitting in my bag. So the way you do this is, the way I do this, is I right click on it and it's like, what do you want to dye, basically? So I want to dye the party dress. And it's gonna say, do you want to add the orange dye to the party dress? Yes, I do. All right, so it's done that. So I'm gonna go and close my dressing room. So now, on my character, I'm gonna pick which outfit slot. Now, you by default get 2 outfit slots when you first start a character. You get outfit 1, outfit 2, and then you just drag stuff in there. So I have also purchased other slots. Oh, I like that outfit a lot, though. I'm gonna leave that there. The purple outfit cracks me up. We're gonna take over the Tom Bombadil one. So now I'm gonna click on my dress, but I need to choose the color, and it's only the colors I've dyed it. So I've dyed it orange. So we're gonna do that. Oh, is something underneath my camera? Let me switch this, scooch this up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, there's a color selection box right here. So by default, it's gonna give me the blue version. But if I choose the orange, which is what I've done, and then I dragged it over, and that's what I'm wearing. Oh, we need something different on the head though, right? Like the Tom Bombadil hat's cute, but not what we're looking for. So on the head, what do we want? Did I dye any of the circlets? Uh-oh, we're about to get hit. That's okay. You know, let's just throw a circlet on there real quick. We'll call it good. We're wearing this outfit. All right, there we go. Look at that. No, I don't have a cape on though. I'll have to take care of that at some point. We'll fix that next time. Are we hitting people? Oh, now we are. Oh, she didn't join us. Oh, well. Bonus stuff for us. And then we'll go and do some of those scavenger hunt cards. I'm gonna grab the beer since I'm right here. Thank you for not knocking me out while I was grabbing the beer. There we go, thank you. So it's interesting because I feel like the anniversary event is a little bit tough in terms of getting your daily quests in. In Bree, there's some fireworks you can let off, but that only happens if it's nighttime in the game. And a day in the game is about 4 hours. So you've got like a 2-hour window in which you can do the fireworks in Bree. You've got then the opposite 2-hour window in which you can go and put fireworks out at various places around Bree to get people excited about the fireworks. So that's one, basically. Assume you get one of those, right? There's the letter collecting. Oh, yeah, me too, sorry. Where you can go and they had some invitations that got hit by the wind and poof, everything's gone. So you've got to go pick up letters. Here, do you want me to take us to the party tree? All right, to the party tree. Yeah, so that's 2. If you have any of the gift chain that you haven't done, you can do some of that. So that helps. And then the beer brawl, which you can do every like 9 minutes. So that ends up being what I generally tend to do is, you know, I'll do the envelopes, I'll do the fireworks, whichever version you can get. Oh, the horse racing. Horse racing does count for one of them. So if you're in Bree, then you can just take the Bree horse. I'll just show you. I'm a hunter. I can go anywhere. Horse races in Shire and Brie count. So yeah, right, good point. So there's the horse race in the Shire, which I always find such a pain to get to. And then there's the horse racing in Brie, which is so easy to get to because watch, like you come to the Brie gate, the West gate, where everybody ports to. Like if you've got the Brie skill, that's where you go. And there's the festival grounds. And then we'll just pop on our festival horse. I can show you what the festival horse looks like. The Steed of Remembrance, that's this one. So he's pretty blue, look at that. Very deep color blue with some chainmail hanging off. I think it's a very pretty horse. The accoutrement, it's very lovely. So yeah, so we've got that. And so here's the horse racing. And then you're right here, like, this is easy. Oh, it looks like I failed it last time I tried it though. So that's the other problem with the horse racing, is it's not a gimme. I've gotten better. I have better days. All right, I'm gonna try it. Hey, Athel. All right, we're gonna give this a go. I've gotten better about like jumping with spacebar with one hand and using the mouse with my other hand to right click guide kind of thing, and then jump. Okay. Did it count? Oh, it counted. I fell off at the end there. Well, but then it seems like I'm going slower. So maybe I got a little bit of both. I'm not sure. We'll see. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like the horse races aren't a gimme. So that's why I end up doing the beer brawl. Oh, we missed the jump. Unsurprising. This is normal. Just hug the inside. Hope for the best. We might make it. It's going to be close. This is the easier one. The one in the Shire is harder. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Shoo. All right, we made that. Barely. Feels like, no, I think I had a little bit of time. Yeah, you're good at this. And this one's worth 2 anniversary tokens, so at least it's 2. So yeah, I feel like the anniversary event is one of the tougher ones in terms of like accumulating, you know, tokens and accumulating the events that you need to do your daily wrapper. I'm really grateful it's only 7 for the wrapper. So, okay, so we're gonna switch over and we're gonna go over to Laurelin. So let's go ahead and, oops, push the different button. We're going to exit here. Yes. And then let me go ahead and put that up. So I'm going to log in. So again, if you have anything you wanted to ask me or any questions you have, or just chit chat in general, you know, we're here to talk. We're here to talk and have some tea, enjoy each other's company. Yep, she's coming. It's the only thing about streaming is that you're asking your computer to do so many things at once. So sometimes it takes a minute for everything to catch up. We got our cinematics coming. That's interesting. It's not showing on OBS. Fascinating. Yes, have our tea and scones. Here we go. Can I have my tea? There we go. Further Adventures of Bilbo Baggins. Now we haven't done that here on Heart of the Hobbit yet. I haven't taken you through any of those adventures, but we might do that sometime in between festivals because they're very cute. It's kind of like a, for me, it's like watching a series, like a TV series. You know, you've got your little episode, and it's short. And it's mostly encapsulated, like, you know, it moves the story forward, but then there's a season arc. That's what it reminds me of. All right, so we are coming in. So now this will be Rose and Bloom, and we have a few year 1 items. Oh, I wonder if we should do Adamantia, though. Well, we'll see. We'll see if these match up to what you've got. One of the reasons I wanted to come in with Rose, too, is because she is a hunter. And hunters make the world easier. Hello. Here, I can wave here. Hi. All right, let me double check what I've got. Have I got the wrapper? Have I done the wrapper with Rose today? I have not. All right, time to pick that up. So we're gonna pick up the wrapper here at the party tree. Now let's see, are there any cards? So, okay, so when you start the anniversary festival at the very, very beginning, when you first log in, the first time you log in, once it started, you'll have a letter from him where he's like sounding very beleaguered and like, oh my gosh, and these things are happening. And it's like he's vague posting. But what it is that he's part of the party planning committee, and all of these things have appeared on the party tree, and they didn't put this together, so they're very flummoxed about what is going on. And so he's asked you to come and figure this out. And eventually, yes, what a mystery. And eventually, the people think he's in charge of it because all of the presents and stuff that he gives out were placed by him. So he's very confused about this. Now, there's also his niece, Odelia Rumble, over here. So we've got Waldo Rumble over there and Odelia over here. And they're trying to figure out, what in the world is going on here. So what you do is you come over to one of these scrolls that's hanging on the tree, and when you interact with it, what you normally see is there'll be 3 items that have Eriador listed in front of them, and then you'll have 3 that do not have Eriador listed in front of them. So you'll see, like right here, my Eriador Year 1 Trifles Old Foes. There's also a Year 1 Trifles Old Foes, but it has like 3 or 4 more old foes that you have to take out. And the difference is that these are all in Eriador, the version that I have right now. So it's all this kind of this area that takes you up to roughly level 50 or so, maybe a little bit higher once you get into like but yeah, to regular. But anyway, so it's like the stuff that's easy enough for most characters to be able to get to, or have somebody go with them and help them out. The other ones, the ones that don't have Eriador at the beginning, basically are the entirety of Middle Earth. So they might send you off to Gondor. They might send you to Minas Tirith. They might send you into these, very scary level 100 places, which is all fine and good, but I mean, I'm level 74, but I'm not exactly geared up for level 74, and I haven't been to a lot of those places yet. So I am focusing on just the Eriador places for her. So we're going to see if we can't do at least one of these together and kind of show you how this works. So let's go ahead and get those off there for the moment. So I think we could do Year 1 Trifles Old Foes. Does that sound reasonable, Affadil? Okay, awesome. So we're going to work on that. So Jagger Jack and Bargarch are back near Colm and Archette and all that. Using our new knowledge, Gondor, my door is still there. I'm going to take us to Mickle Delving, and then we are going to take swift travel to Colm from Mickle Delving. I'm just so happy that there is swift travel from somewhere, and somewhere easy to get to Colm. Now, we are on the Mickle Delving. We could stop at the market. That's true. I think we won't, though. I think we need to stay on target. Anyway, the Mickle Delving market is on Mondays and Tuesday nights at 7:30 UK time. So if you're looking for some new stuff, you'll find Hobbits hanging about at the market on Mondays and Tuesdays. Every other Monday and Tuesday, I should say. So let's see, was it this week? It wasn't this week, so it'll be next week. Next week on Monday and Tuesday night, 7:30 to 8:30 UK time. There's a market there, so if you are looking for new gear or whatever. Actually, she probably does have better gear. I think I got her some good stuff last week. Okay, you beat me here by a good portion, didn't you? I was yakking. You know me. All right, so we're gonna go off into the woods. And you wanna follow me? Awesome. Actually, maybe I should follow you. So we're going out toward into the Chetwood, to the Blackwold headquarters. Out in that area is where I know we're gonna find Jagger Jack and the animal Bargarx is out there. And I can search for him. That's another hunter skill, is that you can search. So that's another reason why I love bringing a hunter on these excursions. Makes life so much easier. So now, if you did any of the prologue as a, let's see, human or Bjorning, I think Bjorning sends you in this area, maybe? Hobbits generally have their prologue in the Shire. I know I've done this prologue a couple of times, though. So there's prologue, part of the epic prologue quest, sends you out this way to find out what's going on, you know, and you start to run into some of these brigands, these bandits, and, you know, they're causing trouble. So that's why we might have interacted with some of these characters previously. So that's why this is like old foes. The cool thing about the anniversary quest scavenger hunts is the idea is it takes you back to areas that you may have done but a while ago, and you know, it's just kind of a reminder of like, oh, remember when we did that? You know, remember when we were cute little level 10s and we came out and did this? It's like, oh, look at that. So, okay, we're gonna take a look for that critter. There he is. And we're gonna track. So on my map, I get a little arrow, tells me that he's 100 meters away. I guess I might as well mount up too. Okay. And the neat thing is that anybody who's in my fellowship can also see that because I'm high enough level that it shares it with everybody in my fellowship. So now we have found this warg. And there we go. You have defeated him again. Ta-da! Exactly. So now then we're going to go into inside the headquarters, which is back here. And we went past the door. I don't know if any of you spotted it, but she is wearing this year's hat, the jaunty hat there. This year for the people who've been, this is the 14th anniversary, yes, fancy hat. People who got the year 14 box got this hat in it, and it was red, but you can dye it, obviously, as you can see. So it is has been dyed Dutch orange, which is perfect. Very nice. Oh, there's the red version. That's the original version. So don't mind us here. All right, so let's go take a look. And there it is in white. White's nice. You're just gonna run? Okay, I'll follow you. Just chatting over here for a second while we're walking up to the area and petting the dog. It's not the dog you want to pet, I don't think. So this is the fellow that we're about to take out again, Jagger Jack, that we need on our list of old foes. Okay, ready? Here, I'll explode him. Oh no, that's the... Oh, I have things in a different order here. I started playing around with Hunter Yellow Line, and it's a treat. It's just hilarious. But that's not where I have things. What is that doing there? Oh my goodness. I have things in different places on a different server. So we're gonna just move things around here for a second. Yeah, this goes over here. Oh, that goes over there. Okay, I'll fix the rest of it later. That's better. Alrighty. So, shall we head to Buckland? Yes. Whoop. What's he doing? Let's see. How do I want to get to Buckland? Do I have Trestle Bridge? I do not. I do not have Trestle Bridge. Or the wharf. I should say. That's more accurate. But hey, we could go to Tinendor, maybe. Let's check and see if we got it. So there's like a new system of boats that didn't used to be available in the game. So we'll find out if we have met any of these boat masters or not. So they've added a boat down in Buckland, and they added a boat at the wharf. And you can catch them from here if you've met the stable. Oh, and one at King's Crossing. So I have it. Do you? I can get to Buckland from here. No, you cannot. Okay. Then how about Debris? Debris. I'll take us Debris. Yep. You love cheese? Wrong kind of brie. So hobbits and men go through the stacking of Archet. Okay, but then they go off to, yeah. They go off and away. I guess we could just ride from here on our own. If I was not streaming, I'd probably think, maybe like just take the horse and we would just take it all the way across. Oh, we're supposed to look at their fancy pony. Let's look at your fancy pony. That is a fancy pony. That's from the Farmer's Fair, I believe. I like that one. Let's see, what's that one called? Let's look at the collections. I know I have it. Shimmering, okay, Steed of the Shimmering Breeze. So if you go to your collections panel, so you've got your pets, and then you've got your mounts, and I can, actually I'm not guarantee that I have it. We'll just look it up. Shimmering, I did get it. So the cool thing is it tells you where it's available from. So if you see a horse, like you're looking, or any of these things, if you're looking through there and you're like, man, I wish I could get that, you click on it and it'll tell you where it's available for you to get. Now, apparently I do have it. I did get it at the Summer Festival, which was combined now with the Harvest Festival, by the way. So very cute. There's a cute outfit that looked really good with that one also. So let's say I wanted like the Blackroot steed. Oh, okay, that's available during the Midsummer Festival. Oh, what about the Elderslade steed? Available in Elderslade. So some of them are a little bit more explanatory on how you get them. Hi, Skybird Duque. How are you today? This one is available for barter from featured challenges. That is very pretty. That is a very pretty elk. All right, back to what we're doing. So we're gonna go over to Buckland and get Affodil to meet the dockmaster, possibly. So this is my character Rosenbloom. She recently moved from the family homestead down. If you go south of Buckland on the Brandywine, and you keep on heading down south here to kind of where it hooks, the family is from down there. But her sister Adamantia moved to Mickle Delving to the Shire Homesteads recently, and she thought that sounded like a great idea, so she moved over there too. And originally Adamantia and Affodil moved together, but they decided to get separate accommodations. So Affodil has a burrow, and now Adamantia and Rose have their burrow. So in case you were curious of the storyline behind these hobbits. Because this is Laurelin, and this is a role-playing server, and so I do, even if I don't really talk about it too much, I always have, a headcanon going on for what's going on with my characters. Now, Evernight you hear the hobbits from Buckland are a strange folk. They are a little bit strange. They like swimming and getting in the water a lot. I like getting in the water a little bit. Having grown up by the water, we don't mind it so much. We're not afraid of the water, as some hobbits might be. All right, so we're going to turn south here, and not too far in, we're going to pull off to the right. I guess it's a little further than that. And that's where you'll find here we go. So that's where you meet the dockmaster. And so this is great because this dockmaster here can take you to King's Crossing, to Tinendor, which, so King's Crossing is that one that's got, the big tall stuff going on. So now you can get there by boat or by horse. And then Tinendor has that same boat that we were at, and Trader's Wharf, which is that new Wildwood area. So that's pretty awesome that you can get to all these things. Oh, okay, on to Svalfang. Sure. Where? Oh yeah, the giant. Svalfang the giant, which you can also get to by the wildwood. In fact, I did that one day with one of my hunters who had a wildwood, because what I did is I went up to, let's see, how did I do this? I think I went to Trader's Wharf and then rode down from there, and it was even faster than taking the boat down here and going up. So kind of funny. You're not too bad? Well, I guess being not too bad is better than otherwise. We are doing all right here. King's Day was a bit more muted, but I did wear my fancy, Dutch colors of the Dutch flag bracelet with the cute little plastic flower on it, made in, probably some factory with lots of allergic things in it. And then I wear my little orange scrunchies in my hair. So we were very oranged up in the house, but we didn't go anywhere. So, but they did a lot of cool stuff online, or on TV. They showed, people and stuff and things. So that was cool. It was definitely a King's Day to remember, but I think, as he said, hopefully not like it again. So there we are. So your Bjorning is running around Moria. Cool. Yes, it was a very socially distanced King's birthday. We didn't get any special treats this year. Sometimes we try to get some special treats. Yes, too deep for Hobbit legs. Oh, I just realized I have not opened my presents. Let's check out our Hobbit presents. Let's see what we got. We got a scroll of max morale and power. That can be useful. And 3 legacy tier upgrades. All right. So speaking of legendary items, I don't think I've gotten into Moria with Rose. So on Laurelin, my characters, especially Adamantia, who is also level 74, is it's all because of a giant lair. That's not why. It's because of festivals and cooking and farming. So they like farming, and yeah. Hello, Mr. Giant Person. You are scary. Have you seen a giant? I think he is the giant. You defeated Svalfang again. Hooray! All right, and so the last one we need to find is Skithy Blackhand, who is a dwarf, and it might actually tell us. Does it tell us where they're at? I know the wiki does. A lot of times I'll go into the wiki. Let's see, show history. Does it tell us in the history? It does not. Interesting. So you just kind of have to remember where you saw them. I bet we can find them though. Okay, we're gonna go back to Bree. So tried to cheat the anniversary scavenger, defeat him by doing the Wildwood mission. Didn't give you credit. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, that's clever. I hadn't thought about that. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about here, there's the new Wildwood area, and you can get in there from 2 different directions, from the top or the bottom. But anyway, that's a side note. In the top area in Trestle Bridge, oh, sorry, where are we going?
What do you need?
Kellendam. Oh, Thorns would have been closer. Well, Kellendam's fine too. Okay. Right. This guy is out north of Gondamon. This guy that we're looking for. So anyway, okay. So over in the new Wildwood area, up in the Trestle Bridge side, there's a missions person where it's like little mini adventures, kind of, is the way I think of it. To Gondamon?
What can I do?
Oh, okay. Sure. And it's basically, it's kind of like the boss from the vaults almost, in a way. Like, you go in and it's a short, generally like either a, defend Trestle Bridge, and there's like a wave that comes here and then they're gone, and then a wave comes here and they're gone, a wave comes here and they're gone, and the wave comes here and they're gone, and that's it. Like, it's not like onerous, right? And I was actually quite enjoying them. So there's one where you go and find Svalfang, and they're basically like, "What's going on with this guy? Why is he so upset?" And you end up having to go and defeat him. So that's clever to try to use that instance to go and defeat him to get credit for the anniversary thing. And that's funny that it didn't count. I'm surprised it didn't count because sometimes those things do. So hello to the person with a bunch of consonants. My human brain wants to put vowels in there and try to say it, but I'll just end it with the sh. I see that part at the end. So hello. Well, I hope everybody is doing all right today at this end, near the end of April. Up to Thrassy's Lodge. I do not have Thrassy's Lodge. That's funny. Well, I will ride to Gondomon. I have Gondomon. And then maybe I'll just get off at Thrassy's Lodge so I can get that one. That's funny, I don't have that. But it's okay. Yeah, I want to go back and do more Wildwood, and maybe I'll do that with Rose at some point, because one of the neat things that they have in Wildwood, they added travel skills that take you to, like I was pointing out before, where's Breeland? So they have a travel skill to Trader's Wharf, and they have a travel skill, a hunter guide to Trestlebridge. But there's also the mustering for captains, I guess, and then also individual travel skills. So if you don't want to rely on anybody else, you can get your own, travel too. So that's really cool. I'm so glad they added that. I wish they would add one for like Kellendim, because that place is it's one of the few, it seems like one of the few like starter type areas that doesn't have a travel skill. All right, I think I'm near Thrassy's Lodge. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismount and go meet him. Apparently I don't know this guy. Apparently I have not come and brought him beers or anything. I think I went the wrong way. There it is. If you're doing the, during most of the festivals, there's the Ale Association and the Inn League. The Inn League is the Hobbit group, and there'll be a Inn League member over here who wishes for a beverage, but yeah. All right, we shall ride. We shall hunt this evil dwarf. Evil dwarf. That is such a great horse. I do love that horse. It's getting to be about that time of year when I feel like, my girls would be like carrying around a bunch of fruits and vegetables and stuff. So I was kind of waiting a little bit longer because we're not quite into, harvest, but flowers are blooming. So it might be about time to start carrying around stuff like that. Spoiler. Not quite, right? All right, so let's see. We have to go. Where is he? I know I found him before. Oh, he's in these little encampments where the pikes that are all stuck together. Oh my goodness, I haven't been up here. The Grimwater. The Grimwater is where you find this guy. He is, I don't know if protecting it's the right word, but he's in here. Which means I probably need more dour hands. I do. I love doing that. I just put that down and they attack it and then it's gonna blow up and it'll take them out. It's delightful. All right, this is the guy we're looking for. Right over here. Hey. Hey, buddy. Aw. There we go. Although, we could just take him out. Kabam! So the cool thing about these scavenger hunt cards is it auto-completes. So we finished the last thing. It gives me my little pop-up. It says, you completed a scavenger hunt card. It's going to give me 3 anniversary tokens. And I go ahead and I finish it. And it's done. And that counts towards one of my 7 festival activities for the day if I'm still looking to complete that wrapper. So that's cool. So I do appreciate that. And I got the deed bestowed of finding places out here. That is hilarious. All right. Well, shall we go to the party tree and pick up another one? It is nice that he responds quickly because there's a lot of people looking for him. Oh, you have 2 more. Okay. Do I have 2 more? What do I have? Let's see. Perhaps the monuments. The year, I don't have the Eriador monuments. I have the regular monuments, but I will happily take you to the monuments because I don't. I'll just show my completed monuments. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so there's an Eriador year 1 travels towering monuments, which is like I think 3 places you need to go to. So let me take you to High King's Crossing. To Tinendor then? We'll go to Avendim. The Bounder's Bounty statue. Oh, we can catch that on our way back. That's easy, because that's in the Shire. That's in Mickledelving. In fact, I'm surprised you didn't get that as we ran through here. Maybe we didn't go near it. Death to the Dour Hands. Except Spalby. Yeah, Spalby's a good guy. So you probably don't have the High King's Crossing boat. Do you have High King's Crossing? Have you been there? Not yet. Okay. Well, we'll take the slow route. This is what you do if you don't have the spaces anyway. And I can't hunter travel us there, unfortunately. Whoa, where'd you go? What are you doing? Crazy Hobbit driving. I don't know where she's going. We'll follow her. Why not? Sometimes I'm driving and sometimes I'm not. Oh, High King's Crossing is. Oh, yeah, maybe it is faster to swim. That's really funny. That is really funny. I didn't even think about the fact that it was right there. Huh. Yeah, because normally you ride and ride and ride and ride and up and around and over and over and over and yeesh. Plus this water is so pretty. Yes, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Also known as Everswim. So I want to know why there's boxes are here. What's up with that? And there's some barrels. Somebody's like having a picnic or something. Oh, hi. Are you somebody special? Nope, you're just a hardened tomb robber. Okay. Oh, apparently I'm not at full rep with those folks, though. Defeating that guy just gave me a reputation. All right, that's okay. I can work with that. So, yeah. So how's everybody else doing today? Let's see. Oh, the specials right now. Oh. Do I know how to... Let's see. Let me do some do-bobbers here while I'm following. So let's see. The code, the freebie for the week right now is should be pie. If you put that in, you get 5 regeneration foods. And I think that is in honor of the person who most recently leveled up a character in the Shire from 0 to 130, and just by cooking pies. That's a great idea. Truly, a great monument. So again, remember there's some overlap between the Eriador ones and the non-Eriador ones. So I do have the non-Eriador one. I have the one that's going to take me everywhere. I don't know if I'm going to finish it this year. And annoyingly, if I don't finish it this year, I have to start that particular quest over again next year. But that's okay. I mean, at least I'll have had the practice of trying to find it. Do I see this rope? I do see this rope. Are we going to go up this rope? Using that does no effect. Oh, Afdil, you should go talk to the boat person down below if you haven't done that yet. Hello, boat guy. I wasn't sure if that was a safe drop or not. Good thump. Awesome. All right, so you probably need to go see Falconer's Tower, which is probably best. And Mickle Delving. Well, Mickle Delving's easy. You want to do that first? You can do that first. Okay. So the last time I went to Falconer's Tower, the way I did it was, I think, I may have done the Bree to Hangstacer's Farms, and then Hangstacer's Farms up to Trestle Bridge, and rode up from there. Oh, and then I rode from Trestle Bridge to Amun Wraith, I think it is, and then from there. So truly a towering monument. This was an event that LOTRO did when they were consolidating a bunch of servers when things changed, I guess, from Turbine to SSG. And there was a whole bunch of changes that happened around that time. So they did a big event, and this was as a monument to all of that. Unfortunately, they're not going to do anything like that again, as far as they have said. So those of us who were not playing LOTRO at the time missed them. Oh, how do you equip weapons out of combat to just hold them? So that is, those are called cosmetics. And so if you go to your character panel, you can see you have your equipment outfit, and these are the things you are wearing that are giving you stats, for when you're running around in Middle Earth. But if you go to your cosmetic outfits, you'll have, and I got this by hitting Control C. So, so you go to the tab that says Cosmetic Outfits. And I should take us to where we want to go. After, you want me to take us to Bree? And I can look at this stuff. So, okay, so when you first open this up, you've got your equipment outfit, which is what you're wearing. And then you've got outfit 1 slot and an outfit 2 slot that you can manipulate. And if you're VIP, you have access to, you know what I didn't do? I didn't pick up my VIP. Yeah, let me catch up to you here in just a second. I need to go grab my VIP stuff. Because I have all of my cosmetic stuff in my wardrobe. Now, some people hold it in their vault and then just equip it from there, especially if you're free to play. That'd be the way to do it, but I can do this on the go. So I'm going to show you on the go. All right. So let me nom my jug. And then I like to have this out here where I can reach it on an easy way. Quick and easy. All right, so now I'm going to pop out here to the party tree. Wait, not party tree, to Fire Festival grounds. Oh, you're still here? No, where are you? Oh, you're sitting at the table having a meal. Very nice. Excellent. So from here, we could just go to Hangstacer's farm, and Hangstacer's has a horse that'll take us up to Trestle Bridge. It's not quick travel, unfortunately. It's not swift, but it is hands-off travel, and it's faster than your horses, even if you have like bonus speed. So, except for war horses, I think war horses are still faster. So, okay, so we were going to talk about equipping stuff. So I could take anything from my wardrobe, including weaponry. So, like sometimes I'm out in the field and I see something that I like. So maybe I found some gloves, like Catchpole's gloves. That's the lady back over in Combe, where she has you go find the fishing pole for her that her dad used to have. So maybe I really liked her gloves. So I could equip those by just dragging them into this cosmetic spot. And hold on, I gotta take a horse. Gotta talk to a man about a horse. Trestle Bridge. Now I have on this turned off hands. So I'd have to turn on to show what's on my hands. So you can see how now you can see those gloves. If I wanted a different pair of gloves, I just drag them in. And see, now they're different. Can I zoom in? I can zoom in, yeah, on the waist. You can see the gloves a little closer that way. So I can take any of these items and drag them in. So you could be running and holding your bow or sword rather than have it sheathed. So I don't have any weaponry in here. I'd show you, but I think that's the same idea. I think you would still equip it and it would go into, like, right, okay, you can see that I'm holding a mug. I'm going to turn off the gloves. So I think you would just equip it in that same place. Like, there I have a mug, but you could have your sword, or yeah, you could have your sword equipped there. There's the like one hand, other hand, and then you've got the sword spot, or the bow, the back spot. So that would be where you would put a bow if you wanted it to be shown while you're as your cosmetic. I hope that makes sense. So this side right here is where you're putting those things. The first slot is the item itself. The second slot is a spot for effects. They started creating some effects. I think they only have like one or so far. That it's supposed to like have that glow when there's an orc nearby, but it's kind of faint and it works better. Here it is, weapon. So an aura. So those second spots, like this spot right here, this one right here, and this one right here are for those aura spots, but it's the one before that where you can see the, on or off. So if I turn that on, for example, now you can see the bow that I happen to have equipped because I haven't put anything here. But if I had something else, I could put it there and it should show that instead. I'm going to turn that off though because I don't want to scare people by running around by showing them the bow I have. Well, actually, let me put it on so you can hopefully see it. And then I'll turn off the backpack that I've got on. So let's see, can we see it now? Yeah, see how you see how you can now see the bow. That, like I said, it just happens to be the bow I have equipped. But if I had a bow that I wanted to have as a cosmetic, I would just drop it into that spot right there. That's why it's taking the bow that I have equipped because I don't have anything else there. So it by default kind of shows you what I do have on me, which is that bow right there. So it's showing you the exquisite Ilex bow. So if I should be able to then pop that in my inventory. And we should be able to show as a demonstration here. And then if I were to drag it to here, see, there it is. So now, even if I were to change to a different bow, this is the one that's equipped on me cosmetically. Does that make sense? Now the cool thing about this too is, let's say I create this outfit and I'm like, I love this bow, and I love the way it looks with these particular things that I'm wearing and all of that. But then later on I'm like, I really don't have room in my wardrobe anymore for all of this stuff. So I want to get this out of my wardrobe now. So I go ahead and remove that item. It will permanently remove the item and any color, any dyes that I've done on it from the wardrobe. Okay, and it says if you no longer have it in your inventory, you won't be able to return it into your wardrobe. So are you sure you want to do this? I'm going to say yes. Okay, so now that is no longer in my wardrobe, but notice it's still equipped on my character. It will stay there in that cosmetic spot until I replace it. So that's nice. So that way, that's a way to kind of manipulate some of that. It just means though that if I ever did replace it, if I ever did put something else there, I'm out of luck unless I've, managed to get another copy of that. So, need more cowbell? Did that hopefully help answer that question? Play around with it. You can have a lot of fun with the cosmetic stuff. Just remember to drop it into your inventory or into your wardrobe if you have the wardrobes, if you're playing with the wardrobe. If you're not doing wardrobe, like maybe you're free to play, you can still drag things. Like I would drag it directly from my inventory into that same cosmetic outfit. It just means then that if you ever again overwrite that, you're kind of out of luck. So here we go. I've got a mace. So like I could probably plop this mace in here. You must bind that item to yourself before you can. Okay. It won't let me do it unless it's bound to me. Whatever. But if I had something in my inventory that I wanted to be like, oh, I want to see what that looks like, I want to have that on me instead. Now, if you just want to know what something looks like, you don't have to equip it. There's this thing called the wardrobe, right? Wait, no, the wardrobe's the other thing. Anyway, hold on, I'll pull it up. The dressing room, that's it. So the dressing room is if you do control and left click, so index finger, that brings up the dressing room and it'll show you what the thing is, what it looks like. So this is a way you can test it out. And also it's so cool because you can then play around with colors. So maybe you're like, oh, I wonder what this looks like in dark green. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what this looks like in umber. Oh, okay. You know, it allows you to really check that out. And then maybe you find like the color you like. Then you can be like, okay, now I got to go make this dye or, you know, become friends with a scholar or whatever it is, you know. So there we go. We are at truly a great monument. Welcome to the Falconer's Tower. I just got into the grass there. It's kind of a cool thing, this Falconer's Tower. Oh, hey, there's Remembrance. I'll go ahead and do that just in case I find some higher level person who wants to drag me around to finish off these for me. There we go. You stand there, remember. You recall adventures past. Yeah, I hope you find what you're looking for. Need more cowbell. That'd be awesome. All right, there's a remembrance up here that I can check out too. So I'm gonna check out this one. All right, so she needs to do Eriador Year 1 Tails Frodo. What do I need? I must have already done that one too. Okay, so we're gonna go to Bag End, which is by the party tree. So I have my campsite set to the hill, so we'll just hunter travel there. Hmm? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, the conversation we're having is basically that if you're doing Eriador, it's just the Eriador area. If you're doing the full one, it's all of that plus like 4 other things. So if I pulled up Year 1 Tails Frodo, I could go ahead and pick this up actually. So like Affodil is going to be doing all of these things: talk to Lovelia, pat the dogs, enjoy a meal, etc. But then get to the chair on top of Amon Hen, defeat fell spirits in the dead marshes, and gather remembrances at Hen at the noon. That she's not going to have on her Eriador version. And the old foes, I could pick up that one. I'm going to bother. But it's got a handful of other scary things. Well, I don't know. How much room do I have in my quest log? All right, I'll go ahead and grab it just in case, I suppose. I don't think I'm going to get to those. I really don't think I'm going to. But let's see. Oops. Let's see. I don't have anything to turn in. Okay. Alrighty. So where should we? Oh, to Bag End. Yes. Let's go up the hill. All right. Talk to Lobelia. Why do I want to talk to Lobelia? Can you believe it? They left their dirty dishes. Well, good riddance, that lot, I say. If only she knew. All right, so we have a remembrance here. Here, let's put flood names back on so I can see things. All right, so we remember coming into Bag End. So the nice thing is there's 3 remembrances in here. So one when you first come in, and we've got our map of Bag End here. So you go past the first one into the second one. There's a remembrance here. I'm a little slow, sorry. And then back down the hall to the other side though. And the dragon painting. That is such a cool dragon painting. I think that was a Bounder's Bounty item as well. Yeah. Now, over on the legendary servers on Anor and Ithil, there are things you can do where you can earn tokens, and then there's special barterers, special vendors with those tokens, and they have some of the old Bounder's Bounty things, like the stone trolls. There's a stone troll 1, 2, and 3. And so that's pretty cool. But you can only get them there, and they're only available on that server, on those servers. So they won't, like, unless something happens where they let you transfer off, but that's currently not the plan. But otherwise, yeah, there's no way to get those to any other servers at this point. Maybe someday. We'll see. The legendary servers are moving forward so fast that they're practically like being on live anyway. Just with a different cadre of people. So I'm not sure what is going to be the long-term plan with that. Let's see. We're in Buckland. Oh, right. We're gonna go see Farmer Maggot and check out his dogs. We'll go pet some dogs. I think this is cute. I really enjoy. So like this one that we're doing, Year 1 Tales Frodo. It's when Frodo left Bag End, and they left in a hurry. So they, their dishes and everything were still left behind. There's remembrances of Bag End of having, of course, been in there. We're gonna go see Farmer Maggot and see Farmer Maggot's dogs, because of course they did that as they were leaving the Shire. So cute stuff like that. We're gonna enjoy a meal at Tom Bombadil's house. We dance on the table in the Prancing Pony, and occasionally there'll be, like little snippets that are like out of the book, which is neat. There's like the one in the Prancing Pony, it's something like, and he leapt in the air, he slipped and fell, and the ring fell on his hand and he disappeared, or something like that. It's like, it's clever. It's nice that it's just like this little teeny highlight of something that happened. That's neat. Okay, so we've got about half an hour left here. Wow, the time just goes by so fast. Time flies when you're having fun. So, okay, oh yeah, we have to pet dogs. So hold on, I'm gonna pet the dog. Oh, I could have done it on my mount. I didn't have to get off my mount. Whoa, standing underneath the hard. So here we go, slash pat. It says patted fang, attaboy. And we're gonna go over here to Grip. And we're gonna do the same thing. Hi, Grip. You're a big dog. Patted Grip. Nice dog. So there we go. What do you think? Back to Bree? And then we could ride over to Tom Bombadil? Tom Bombadilio or Buckland? And, oh yeah. Well, if we're to Buckland, we just swim across the river. It's just as fast, I would think. Even if it's not, it's a pretty way to go. Sorry, Farmer Maggot, we're just running right across your fields. As long as we don't steal his mushrooms, he's probably fine, right? Oh, so, okay, yeah, so next week there's more festival. We've got another week of festival time. Still thinks I'm on the horse. There we go. That was funny. Yeah, so we'll do some more festival stuff next week. Maybe try and get into some of the higher level anniversary cards. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what... I know. Don't let any other hobbits see us. But good self-respecting hobbit gets found swimming in the river, right? Oh, you're fine. Didn't hurt you none. All right. You practically drowned. I know, right? It was... Yes, I heard you practically drowning. He'll call you a boffin. Yes, I'm an honorary boffin. Don't let anybody know. I'm so adventurous. I'm an adventurous hobbit. Yeah, so anyway, so we've got festival next week. And then I think we have 2 weeks without festival. Actually, I have my agenda here. So yeah, so next week we've got anniversary event. And then the week after that, which will be May 12th, assuming they don't extend the anniversary event, which I don't think they will because there hasn't been any like major things happening in the world that have caused a delay, you know, like a large storm in the US or something crazy like that. So yeah, so I don't see any reason why they would be at this point planning to extend the event. So assuming that it ends, it'll end on the Wednesday into Thursday, I think, or Tuesday. Anyway, there's no event on that Thursday for us. So I was thinking maybe what we'll do is we'll go and do like kind of a housing tour, because there's a bunch of different kinds of housing you can do in LOTRO that you can have. And I just find the housing so much fun. So I thought it might be fun to go around and look at some of the different types of houses and some of the different things, different styles and different ways that people decorate them. So I thought that would be a lot of fun. So I guess, you know what, if you have a house that you would like me to visit on the stream, let me know. And then maybe I can start assembling kind of like a housing tour. Otherwise, I will use, you know, mostly my houses and houses that I know I have access to. But because there's just so much good stuff out there. So many good things out there. All right, so here's Tom Bombadil's house. There's Tom dancing by. There's Marigold, who is now here because of some further stuff. So many visitors are calling. Indeed. Hi, Tom. Well, we're going to go inside and have a meal, as the hobbits did. Uh-oh. There we go. Sometimes you can't get in right away. Sometimes I'm asking too much of my poor little computer. Let's have a hearty meal. The food is hearty and wholesome. The drink is cold, clear water. And it's interesting because, you know, this one is the Frodo tales, and then, is it Sam? It's somebody else that sends us back to Tom Bombadil to have a meal again, and the meal is over on this corner. So I just think that's kind of funny that, yeah, that they give us meals all over the place in Tom Bombadil's place. We can guide quickly to Bree and slowly, either one. So I think we might be about to go dance on a table. Oh, excuse me. I know it's getting towards the nighttime here, but that doesn't mean I should be ready for bed. I had a good Hobbit meal earlier. Maybe that's why. We had, you're still having your 11sies. I love it. We had salmon and rice and broccoli and some onions. It was good. We ended up with white onions. I usually put red onions in with it, but I ended up putting white onions in it today because we were out of red. It didn't quite have the same flavor, but it was all right. Oh, for those of you who have been hanging out here week on week, the blanket saga. So this blanket was the second one that I was working on, and it's finished. It is complete. So I finished by putting a double crochet border around it because I felt like that would just finish it off nicely. The original blanket has no border. It just leaves these open, but I also imagine that they maybe had a little bit straighter lines than I did. So I wanted to go ahead and just finish the border and made it look a little nicer. Okay, so we're gonna dance on the table here. He leapt in the air, rolled off the table, and then simply vanished. You think I should dance on the other table too? We'll just really scare all the people around here. What are these people doing? So if you ever do Bingo Boffin quest line, you do end up here with Milo, Goodbody, and a couple of other Brelanders having a meal together. So that's probably why they're still there. Oscaruth, we can do that. Oschio. There we go. So yes, so this blanket is completed. Let's see, which was the end? No, I think this was the beginning, and this was the end. Yeah, I think I ended with the yellow, and then the black, and then the gray. So yeah, turned out pretty good. It's a little more square, in terms of like, one to one. It's like, yeah, it's like a 1 to 1.2 maybe. Whereas I was expecting it to turn out more like the first one I did, which was more of a 1 to 2 maybe. Oh, where are we going? Oh, we're probably going to Candace's camp, aren't we?
Greetings.
Because we have to go faint in the shadow of Weathertop. It just says faint by the Rangers' camp beneath Weathertop. It's close. It's the same idea. In the shadow of. So now there's, okay, so let's do this real quick. So we're gonna faint here. So if you're ever doing these and you're like, why did it not come up? Oh, so even as he swooned, he glimpsed Strider leaping out with a flaming brand. So let's say I had fainted, but that didn't come up and it still was listed in my thing. Check and see if you're clicked on somebody. Like if I did it while I was like clicked on Affodil and I'd forgotten I had been, and then I just do faint. There I go. It'll say in like your chat thing, you glance at Affodil and faint dead away. So that doesn't complete the task that you're trying to do. You just have to faint in general. So now if you are ever, are you talking to Candy? He's nice to have a chat with. So if you ever have to go to the top of Weathertop, like during this festival, there's a thing where you light fireworks at different locations, and one of them is on top of Weathertop. So we're gonna take a different way, because a lot of times you go around and around that way, but we're gonna go up over here. So you'll notice, hang on just a second. So there's this kind of hanging, this tree that's fallen down onto that. So that's kind of one of your visual markers. And then you turn here and you stay on the scrub grass. That fallen down tree is also where you go as part of a bingo quest. Just, yeah. Well, if you're trying to find it, I haven't told you how to get to it exactly, but that's where it is. Okay, and then you keep coming up this kind of scrubby stuff here. You gotta go slide just around here, more scrubby stuff, and then you gotta kind of scooch this way to get back on the track. But now you are here at the top of Weathertop. So if you need to come to the top of Weathertop for anything, there's a quicker way to get there. And I must have already done the fireworks, because this is one where they have you come up and shoot off, I can't remember which color. We'll just do a blue one. Hey Druid's Fire, good to see you. Orange. Orange is a good color for that. How many days until the festival ends? Oh, Druid's Fire already answered it. Awesome, thank you. Yep, so basically with most of the LOTRO stuff, it ends at 3 o'clock in the morning. So 3 o'clock Eastern time, because that's when like the servers reset and stuff. So yeah, it ends at 3 o'clock Eastern on the 12th, which really means that May 11th is your last full day. So you've got definitely time to get through and do the festival wrappers and everything. Rivendell, let's go to Rivendell. Yeah, so this week's sales, let's see, cool, Drew's just coming in and telling you all the good stuff. Oh, and earlier I totally forgot to tell you guys. So the Save Bilbo. So the Bilbo adventures that we were talking about earlier, right now they're available to everybody. They're free for everybody. After May 9th, I believe, then it's going to go to its default state, which will be free to VIPs, but not free to play. And you can go and buy it in the store for LOTRO points. But right now, if you put in the code SAVEBILBO, it'll do it for your whole account, that everybody has, that all of your characters then will have access from then forward for that. And to do that, you go to the LOTRO store. So I'll show you right here. And you click on Redeem Code, which is over here. And you type it in here. So you type in Save Bilbo and then you hit Apply. So I've already done it. So it tells me that. So that's nice. So I know, as I mentioned, I'm VIP, right? So there's no reason why I need to do that. But if I were to ever not be VIP, I'd that unlocks it for me. So if I'm ever in that situation, it'd still be open to me. So it's worth it to go ahead and put that code in, even if you're VIP. All right, so what else is going on? Let's see. Oh, we have new codes and stuff coming up, new sales. So the new freebie is Nimble Toes, where you get fall immunities. You get 5 of those. So you're like a burglar. Burglars have that. Have a fall immunity skill. Whereas if they're falling, before they hit, they can hit that and it keeps them from getting damaged. Unless it was a fatal fall, and then they're out of luck. What a journey. Better you than me, Frodo. That's awesome. All right, so that probably finished off Affodil on Frodo, I believe, because the ones that I have left are all really scary places. Amon Dead Marshes, and Gather Remembrances in Henethanoon. Yeah, it's not going to happen today. Oh, I got to talk to Gandalf at the Methil stage at the fireworks show. Okay, so I can turn that in. What a year it was. So with these scavenger hunts, every year they opened up another one. So year 1 was the first one, and then the next year they had year 2, and then the next year they had year 3, and then at some point they added in the area door version. So for those of us who may not be strong enough to go and do all those other things, so I'd really appreciate the area door versions. Thanks, Druidspire. Let's see. So what else do we have going on? So the Wildwood quest pack is available for $11.95 LOTRO points, but it is free to VIP. So if you can go into the Wildwood, it's just doing all the quests and everything. Those are not available unless you're VIP or if you go and buy it. But I mean, heck, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed being over there. Let's see. So today is Thursday. So today, earlier we had French Girl Gaming. She's basically on when I'm sleeping, but she was on earlier today. And then you've got me every Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock my time, 7 p.m. my time. And then later on, we'll have Eldaleth. She'll be on. And then Epic Uger, I believe, is on after Eldaleth. I think he was on vacation. I think he's back. I'm not 100% sure there. So you'll just have to come back and check later. And also schedule, if I tap it in there. If you go to that calendar link, it shows you all of the streamers that are here on the LOTRO channel, on the LOTRO stream channel. And it gives you a social media link for each one of us. So if you want to see what else we're up to, or if you want to get notified, like every time I'm streaming, I make sure I tweet about it. So that way, if you have, your Twitter notifications on, it'll pop up and tell you. And I try to do it like 2 hours ahead of time. So that gives you enough time to, get to a computer and do whatever it is you need to do in order to watch the stream. Let's see, what else have we got going on? Oh, in case you haven't seen it, there's the producer's letter, which was earlier this year. Severlin produced that. Twitter is your reminder. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad that that's good. I have a checklist. And so at the 2-hour checklist point, 2 hours before stream on my checklist, it says, send out tweets. So I send out a tweet because, I do what my checklist tells me to do. So, okay, so the producer's letter, which is kind of like Severlin, who's the executive producer for Standing Snow Games, and he puts out a letter yearly, at least as far as I've seen for the last few years, kind of saying, hey, here's what we've got going on this year. Here's some of our things. So you can take a look at that link that I posted there. Let's see what else we got. Can you tell I learned all of our Twitch commands recently? Festival. We are currently in the Anniversary Festival. Oh, I think Druids posted this not that long ago, but that's okay. So, yes, so it is LOTRO's 14th anniversary. So it's pretty exciting, 14 years. And some of you in the stream and some of you in the game, I know have been around for much of that time. So that's pretty neat. I myself have not been here playing for 14 years. I've only been playing for about 2.5 years, but I'm just loving it, absolutely loving it. So, let's see. If you want to know the new how to get around in the event, if there's things that maybe I've shown you but you want to go back and review, or even I still go and look at Fibro Jedi's guide. So Fibro Jedi, there's a link there in the chat. And yeah, he does a great job of going through each one of the festivals, and figuring out how to do things and where to go and all of that. So and just like the rest of us that are here streaming on this channel, Fibro Jedi and the rest of us, we're just fans. And we love the game and we love being able to contribute to the community in different ways. So give Fibro a shout out there and check out his page and maybe buy him a coffee or something. There's a button you can click on to donate him some money. It's called coffee. It's kind of funny. Dienco de Mieux has, they're a French site, but they have an English, they have it all in English as well. And they always show off all the newest housing stuff, which is very cool. Speaking of, I'm going to take us to Bree. So you're welcome to come with me, Apodilio. Because I want to go and check in at that tent in Bree and look at the cool stuff they've got going on. All right, so if you want to see the stuff that's available in this festival, because for me, it's all about collecting the cool stuff. So, gotta get the mounts, gotta get the outfits, gotta get the torches. That's the new thing, right? We talked about the torches earlier. The festival prizes intense. They're intense. Cute. Let's see. Every Friday, Cordovan, who is a Standing Stone Games employee, he is the community manager, and he streams on this official streaming channel on Fridays at noon. He's the only Standing Stone employee who regularly streams on here. And so he, on Friday, puts out a beacon with some information and details and stuff like that. And then let me type in plugins. So if you are ever interested to see these sorts of things that some of us add on, like I use Titan Bar, which I love. It's up here at the top. And it has like how much money I have. Something's damaged? Oh, because I didn't have my stuff on earlier. It tells you, like, I've got it set to show me the time of day. It shows me how much space I have in my backpack. It tells me where I am. All sorts of good stuff up there. So, like, for example, that's a plugin that's not part of the game. Somebody took the information that's available publicly about the game, created this, and then you can put this on your stuff. So there's a list of various plugins. LOTROinterface.com has a lot of great plugins, and I am also using a different inventory one, but Kiki Inventory is also good. I use Alt Inventory. They're both good. I think it pretty much depends on which one you're more comfortable with or more familiar with. Let's see, Minstrel Buff, I think, is the one that Affidal uses. Travel Window, this little suitcase, I absolutely love it. Songbook is fabulous if you're playing music with people. It helps you get into music mode, and then you can just play, and you pick the thing and you just play it, or you can synchronize with other people, and so that way you can play together. So Songbook is really, really awesome for that. The newest one I started using is the Deed Tracker. And so this has a lot of really cool stuff going on with it. I'm gonna take a drink. You want something for the maps. Like, what kind of thing are you looking for, Kershaw? Because there's a bunch of, I've seen different map things out there. Like there's the Chickenstone maps. Yeah, let me know what it is you're looking for, and maybe maybe between the group of us, we can help you find what you're looking for. Also, if you go to lotrointerface.com, there's, and you just like search for map, you might find something. And I usually use the plugin compendium, but it's kind of a subset of what's on LOTRO interface. Okay, so the deed tracker, I can see all of the deeds that I have done. Now, I haven't necessarily gone back in and filled in what I did before I started using deed tracker, but as I go through and complete deeds, it checks it off for me. So like when I finished Breland Adventurer, it went ahead and auto checked that for me. And then if I hadn't, if I had completed some of the other ones before I loaded Deed Tracker, it knows, well, you had to have completed them. So it goes ahead and automatically checks them off for me. So that is pretty cool. So I can look at a glance and be like, oh, okay, overall, there's this much LOTRO points in this area that I still could earn. There's this much virtue XP that I could still earn. There's, and then we've got the different amount of reputation with various factions that I could earn. So if I'm like, you know, man, I really want to get that hunter travel skill to, what's one I was trying to think of earlier? Oh, I want to get to Minas Tirith, which is Old Honorian. Oh, Gondor. Thanks. There we go. So I go to Old Honorian. I'm like, man, I need to get some reputation with the defenders of Minas Tirith so I can become friend, so I could get the travel skill. You know, I could look through here and be like, okay, well, you know what? If I go do some Troll Slayer, okay, that'd be, you know, I could do that. And the first, you know, time I do it, that's 700, and then the bigger advanced version, that'd be 900. Okay, cool, I could do that. You know, so this is I really like how I can use this as a guide for, goodness, so many things. And I haven't played with this much yet, but apparently I can switch to my other characters and see that have Deed Tracker and see how they're doing. So that's pretty neat. The plugin at the top, this is Titan Bar, the one at the top. Yeah, Titan Bar has a lot. You have a lot of settings that you can play with your Titan Bar as well. So that one's useful. That one's pretty awesome. Yeah, cool. All right, so, well, I'm gonna probably go shopping here in a minute. So, oh, and I did want to show you that if you are looking for some of the horses, they have them along here. Even ones that are available for mithril coins, like this Windfell's goat is just gorgeous. I picked that up yesterday for one of my other characters. So pretty. So you could talk to the games guy, but you could also talk to this guy, this anniversary horse trader, Henry Peartree here. He just has the horses, and he has the horses that are available for the anniversary tokens, and then he goes into the mithril coins, and you can spend mithril coins to buy the horses, and you can also buy war steed accoutrement. So if you want to dress up your war steed, like, you know, like the steed of Odogil, you can do that. Those are some big mounts, especially compared to a little hobbit. Well, awesome. Thank you guys all for coming and joining me today. I hope you had an enjoyable 2 hours there. And yeah, so next week we'll do some more of the Anniversary Festival. That'll be our last chance to get in anything that we want to do. So if there's anything in particular you want to see with the Anniversary Festival next week, definitely let me know. Otherwise, you know, I'll just do my thing where I take us around and do the stuff that I want to do, as we do. So, yeah, I think that's about the end of our time. Make sure you check out Eldolith if she's on later on, and Epic Ogre as well. And take a look at the links to see all the different streamers we have on, see who's on when you're around. Different people have different styles and different things they like to focus on, so hopefully you find somebody who really speaks to what you enjoy. So yeah, and speaking to your heart, wherever you go and whatever you do, I do encourage you to stay connected to your Hobbit heart. Thanks so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time.